Welcome to another session of me trying to explain LeetCode Dailies. Today's problem is 3047. It is a pretty easy problem. So you have to find the largest area of square inside two rectangles. This is the third time in a row that they're coming up with a rectangle problem since I've started solving, and the maximum area of square problem. So I'll kind of give you an intuition for the question. They have basically given you uh, two things, the bottom left and top right. Bottom left being the leftmost coordinate of a square, and its diagonal coordinate is the top right coordinate. So suppose I've been given 1 1 and 3 3. This implies that my first square will have the bottom left coordinate of 1 1 and the top right coordinate of 3 3. So now you have to find the area of the maximum intersecting square between any two such rectangles that they have provided you with. So as you can see here, the green and the red do not interact at all. So the maximum area of the square that you can see is between the 2 2 and the 3 3, and you get a square of area 1. Yeah, and there are many such similar questions, examples that you can go through. So I'll just quickly get into solving the question. So what you essentially need to do for this question is in some way compare each rectangle with the subset, the other rectangle. So suppose I have three rectangles, 1, 2, and 3. So what I will do is compare 1 and 2, then I'll compare 1 and 3, and I'll compare 2 and 3. And by comparing these three different rectangles, I'll have to find the smallest area. I cannot really come up with any other way that you could possibly quit the comparing and all the time complexity that will go into that. So I'll just stick to the solution. So as you can see in this model, you're always having two rectangles at hand. So I have drawn here two separate rectangles from the question. So now, how do I know the area of this part? Before even deciding how to find the area of the square, we will try to find the area of a rectangle or area of any kind of geometry that it makes when these two intersect, right? So how do you find that? So the most easy way to actually look at it would be to see that if this is 1 1, right? If this is 1 comma 1, and if this side of mine is 2 comma 2, then I know that the bottom of the rectangle that I am looking for, the bottom of this rectangle that I am looking for, will have the coordinates, will have its bottom at 2. So what do I understand about its bottom from there is that it will be the max of 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2. Similarly, the left side of this rectangle will again be the max of the black rectangle's left side and the red rectangle's left side. Similarly, if I want to talk about the right side of the newly formed shape that I'm looking for, it will be the minimum of the black rectangle and the red rectangle, and the topmost section of this will again be the minimum of the red rectangle and the black rectangle. I hope that kind of sort of makes sense to you. So what you will be doing through this question is finding the tops and the bottoms of everything, and then doing the min-max kind of equation that I just explained to kind of get what the left and the right coordinates and the top and the bottom coordinates would be. From there on, you will do the things that we have done earlier. That is, to get the area of a square, you always do minimum of the length that you get and the width that you get, and then do the whole square of that. So basically, this is 2 2, and if I get this as something like 4 2, right? And suppose I get this top part as 3 3 2, then what will be the area of a maximum square that this part can form? Just a minute, I'll mark these coordinates for you so you understand. this kind of side pattern. 3, 3, yeah, so that this is 3, 2, this is 4, 2, and this is 2, 3, my bad, 2, 3, and this will be now 4, 3, right? So how do I find whatever this is? I'll do left minus right, right minus left on this will give me my length, and top minus bottom will give me my width, and from there on I can do minimum of length and width to find so suppose my length comes out to be 3 and my width comes out to be 2. Then if I do the minimum of length and width, I will get 2, and I can get, so I know that I can form a square of size 4. So I hope I've tried to explain this question really well. Now let us get into coding the question. So I know that I need a max variable, so I will always have max area variable, and then for I in, so I'm just going to compare every rectangle with the next rectangle, right? So I'll go with length of bottom left, will j in range, then bottom left. So this is I plus 1 comma bottom left. Let us find the left and the right and whatever for my first rectangle that I'm going to be checking. So suppose the left comma L1 comma B1, so left comma bottom of this is bottom left of I, basically whatever is being given here, right? You have been given bottom left, so bottom left of I is basically the first will represent the x coordinate, so the left coordinate, and the other one next to it will give me the bottom coordinate or the lower y coordinate, and then let's do right one comma top one equal to top right of I. So we do the same kind of thing for the j coordinate now, so we just conveniently do this, right? So R2, F2, P2, R2, P2 will be j, right? So now what we have to do for our N3, we technically be the minimum of, okay, here, so you see L3 is minimum or maximum of black and red. It is the maximum of black and red, so we do that equal to max of L2 comma L1. B3 is again the max of the left and the the red and the black rectangles, right? So my B3 here is somewhat max of B2 and P1. Similarly, right was the minimum, so right is minimum, R3 is minimum of R2 comma R1, and my T3 is minimum of T2 comma T1. I can show that here again. T2 is the top of the second one, and T1 is the top of the first one. So the black one's top is considered, not the red one. So the minimum of these both are considered, right? So yeah. Now an important condition for the rectangle to form is that the right should be greater than the left, right? So the rightmost region of the triangle should be greater than the leftmost region, and the topmost region should be greater than the bottommost region. So we will be setting that condition if T3 is greater than B3 and R3 is greater than L3, area is equal to minimum of, let's say side is equal to minimum, side is equal to minimum of B3 minus B3 comma right 3 minus left 3. So we're trying to find the minimum of all of these, and area is equal to side square. Now we do max, area is equal to max area comma area, right? So that is that, I guess, and I think once we're done with this, we can just return max area. So let us quickly run this and see if we have any error. We probably do, probably don't. Yeah. Max area is okay, sorry, max area is max of yeah, sorry, I missed the max there. Okay, we have an error. Output is 4 and expected is 1. Let me see what is causing this error now. Did I start with max area 0? Yes, I have. T3 is greater than P3, B3 minus T3 minus B3 and we have run this, and let us quickly go through the searching process and see if it works. If it does, then we are all good. Yep, it worked. We're all good. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this. I hope to see you in the next question.